Hello, it is just before dawn here at Port Sanilac, and you can see it's probably a little dark around here. Dawn is at 5:21, and the definition of dawn is 6 degrees. The sun is 6 degrees below the horizon. That's civil dawn, and if you want to look all that stuff up, you can, because there's astronomical dawn and all kinds of twilights and all that. So since we've been here, we got here yesterday and we had a great meal at the Blue Water Tavern. Also walked around the town, and Dollar General right across the street from it, and just neat little town. Later we went and took a trip through the Alley Bar. It's an alley for alligator. So we are going to get going here, and we'll talk to you a little bit along the way. We're going to head to Port Austin. It's a distance of 59.2 miles. So let's go.
Good, Sam. Oh, perfect. Straight out of there. Yeah, it wasn't really the dock side that's worrisome. It was the two pilings over there that are huge. Beautiful morning. We are beating the sun. We're way ahead of it. How you feeling today? Good. Okay, don't swing over too much. Beautiful. Nice job, Sam. As always. You got all the proper lights on. I saw a red out there. How long's the water gonna stay still like this?
We are underway from Port Sanilac to Port Austin, both in Michigan. We're just kind of hugging the coast of Lake Huron here. It's a distance of about 59.2 miles. The departure out of the harbor was pretty easy this morning, just kind of backing out, pivoting around, and just getting out through the breakwater, so you can kind of see that picture there. Pretty easy getting out. Should be a nice day out on Lake Huron.
Well, it doesn't happen often, but today, because we're going a long way and we're trying to beat some weather, we got up, we left actually before the sun came up. And I hope you can see it in the distance. I hope the video does it justice, but it is a beautiful sunrise. The sun's kind of red and it's hazy around it, but it's making the most beautiful sky, as sunrises usually do.
Well, it is breakfast time, and Rev has cooked up, look at that presentation there, a couple eggs, pieces of toast, bacon, and I'm watching, just happen to be watching my friend Paul and Anchor Girl Boogaboo. They're making breakfast in their boat. I guess this was a couple days ago, but catching up on Paul's videos there. So this is what we do underway. It's a beautiful day, and I'm actually considering maybe changing destinations. So we'll see what happens with that. Haven't really sprung this on Rev yet, but I was sitting up here while she was making breakfast, thinking about maybe going a little bit further if the weather's good. So we'll see. Once I have breakfast here and we discuss this, make a crude decision. So anyway, life on the loop. It ain't bad.
I'm glad I took this video.
engine and we're taking on water. So, did you have us down for coming in today? Okay. No, I don't need a Coast Guard assistance. I'm going to come in your, no, not the south entrance. I'm going to come in the north entrance there. And I need to get to, I think I had a reservation for today, but I can't be sure. So, where's a, place to go when I get in there? Knowing I only got one engine. 50 feet. Oh, let's see. I have you in sight here. Let's see. We'd be there probably in the next 20 minutes or so. And no, it's a holiday, but I imagine you have a mechanic there or anything, do you? Yeah, okay. Well, I'll just get the boat in there and figure out later what we gotta do because I've got water coming in. Delta 5 or Delta 4. Okay, so where is that in relation? I'm trying to look on my chart here to see where that might be. Okay. 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 I'm going to come in and get to the fuel dock there, and then we'll talk to you then. What do you have, a radio frequency or channel? Okay. All right, so we're going to come in that northeast entrance there and turn to the right to the starboard, and then there's a green 9 marker there, right? Yeah, okay, all right, and then there's a fuel dock right on the end. Okay, I'll see you there at the fuel dock, and we'll take it from there. All right, thank you. I'll call you on the phone as I come in. All right, thanks, bye. All right.
How do you stay so calm?
What else are you going to do? All right, so we are obviously changing destinations. Not the destination I thought, but we have a major issue with the port engine, and I don't know exactly what happened with it, but there's water everywhere down there, and bilge pumps are working, so we can definitely tell we're leaning to the left. There's a lot of water under that engine. So we're one engine, but we have thrusters, and we're going to take it to the fuel dock and see what happens from there. So let's get in there.
Okay. Sam said the bilges are all working, and so the water's draining out. You see them down there. It looks like that part's empty. Is that empty in front of you? Are you humming? Huh? You're singing? I do not know how you stay calm in situations like this. I'm the opposite. But it helps me be calm since you're so calm. Situation is stabilized. Excellent. Yeah, single engine right now. The port engine has been turned off. It's running on the starboard engine. That's the great thing about having two engines, huh?
Yeah. All right, so we are dewatering. I'll take another check before we go.
Okay.
Bilge pumps are working. So
Dewatering, huh? That's a new term.
Yeah.
A term I never wanted to learn.
Anyway, so we are in contact with them, and just got one engine. Just taking it slow, go in there and get the boat tied down, and then analyze the situation and get it fixed.
Does she think she's going to have a spot for us?
Yeah, she's got a couple spots. We'll assess it when we get in there and get to the fuel dock, and then sort things out and see what the best option is for parking the boat.
Here I am at the helm, kinda. Autopilot's on. Sam went back down to the engine room to try a few things. Yep, there he is. He said we're about 4 miles away from the marina where we're headed on one engine. Oh, there he is again. I don't know if you, I'm sure you can't hear him because we're on headsets. He is humming like it's no big deal, you know. Very interesting day on the loop. Really don't care for it. I see you're scooping water out. What's going on? Okay. He's seeing something.
All right, situation is under control. We have gotten the water out of the boat for the most part. There's still water under the port engine. We bailed some of that into the sump pump, or the bilge pump area, and we are going to go into Harbor Beach in Michigan and go through the north entrance, which is the safer entrance to go. Luckily I had done some research on that because we had intended to go here, and it's very tempting if you're coming from the south and you're under, you know, urgent or emergency conditions to go into that south entrance, but it is a little bit treacherous. So we are going through that northeast gap, and we'll go into there. We'll make a turn to the starboard, and since we have only the starboard engine, that's going to tend to push us to port, so we'll be using the thruster to maintain directional control. And we're going to go to the fuel dock because...
Here's to us, here's to us, here's to us. This is Serendipity, over.
Serendipity, go ahead. Here's to us on 1-6.
Switch and answer 7-2, over.
Switching 7-2. And now here's to us on 7-2.
Good morning. It looks like you guys are headed into Harbor Beach, over.
Yeah, we didn't plan it, but we are now, we're one engine, shut down the port engine, and we were taking on water. We got it dewatered, so we're going to come in there, go to the fuel dock, and then she had a couple slip sorts to go for, but I didn't want to sort it out over the phone, so we're going to go right to the fuel dock and go from there. How copy?
Well, that's not good news, but yeah, they just redid all the docks in there, so they're all brand new floating docks and power posts and everything in there. It's a nice harbor, but they have a silting problem sometimes. What do you draw, over?
We're 4.5, so we're coming in that northeast entrance. It'll be a hard turn to the starboard, and go to the fuel dock and then sort it out. Where are you? What's your location?
About, I don't know, 5-8 miles behind here, so I just saw your AIS headed in there, over.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, and we'll sort it out here. What was your, where's your destination?
We're still going to go to Harrisville, so it doesn't sound like you're going to make it there today, over.
Oh, no, not today.
All right, well, hope you get it sorted out. It was nice talking with you last night. Have a safe trip over to Lake Michigan, and take care. Over.
All right, thanks for the call.
Serendipity, stand by 16.
Here's to us 16. So let's break it down and see what happened. I'm sitting at the helm. The Here's to Us is up on plane. I'm kind of working on a few things. I'm glancing at my instruments and also the chart plotter, and because it has my speed on there, and I happen to look and I see my speed has fallen off from 18.5 to like 16. I'm going, what's wrong? So the first thing I do is I look at my RPM gauges here, and my RPM gauges are telling me that my RPM slipped back. So I instinctively go and advance the throttle, had it on synchronizer, and push up the throttle, and nothing really happens at that point. And so I noticed, the next thing I notice is my water temperature, which is normally about 150, is way up here. It's in the 200s, which is not excessively high, but it's high. So the first thing I think is we blew an impeller. So the next thing I did was reduce the RPMs on the engines and got it down to where about 800 RPM. And I'm thinking, I really need to go down into the engine room. So I get down to the engine room, I'm on headset, I open the engine room hatch to go down to the stairs, and the first thing I see is water everywhere. There was water in the center bilge, and as I wade into it to look at the port engine, I see that there is just a ton of water under the port engine. So first thing I did is instinctively told Rev, turn on all 3 of the bilge pumps. And I could hear them going, and so that gave me a little bit of calm, but I couldn't figure out why there was so much water under the port engine. I noticed that the engine had shut down, and at this point I'm here, this is the port engine, and under the port engine there's still water in the bilge, but it's going down. I'd say there's about 3 inches of water in the bilge, but the water here there's a good 6 to 8 inches. And so at that point I'm thinking is I've got to get the water from here into the bilge. And so I had a coffee can down there, and I started to bail, because the thought is that if I could do this, I could get Rev back down here and get the rest of the water out while I coordinate for what we're going to do.
And that's exactly what happened. I spent the next half hour bailing water out from under the port engine.
So as Rev is downstairs bailing, I come up and we disengage the autopilot at this time, and I want to make sure that I can control the boat and see how it's going to behave, because I have a starboard turn, a 90-degree right starboard turn to hug that wall, and with the starboard engine just going, the boat wants to turn to the port. So I want to see how it's going to behave. So I did kind of an oval track to be able to see how the boat was responding, and I noticed right away is that my rudder indicator was not working, and I don't know why it wasn't working, but I think it has something to do with the wiring with the port engine, because it's on this side, the gauges. In any case, I could control the boat, and so once I was confident that I could make that starboard right turn, we did so, and we had the thrusters on, and that helped. We got it to the fuel dock. So after a trip to the fuel dock, we picked a slip, we got back in the boat, we got it into the slip, and by some kind of miracle, we docked next to 2 boats. 2 mechanics, Bob and Kevin, came on the boat with their tools, and we worked tirelessly all day, got parts, Napa was open, we got the boat fixed. In the next couple days, as I had mechanic Tony from Dirty Hooker Diesel came on, and we found some more things to fix on the boat, and thanks to him for getting brand new hoses for both the engines, and we are now totally fixed. But a real miracle as far as I'm concerned.